Hi everyone, welcome to vlog number 5. Today we're going to talk about the Moses Fluente freeride foil. This is probably the best foil value for money on the market. Coming just under 1,100 euros at 1,099 euros. It's probably the best value for money carbon freeride foil you can get. Sure, the fuselage is made out of steel, but that's actually one of its bonus points, and I'll get to that later. Okay, first of all, let's go through some data. The mast is 93 centimeters long, the fuselage is 71 centimeters long, nose to tail, and the wings are positioned 46 centimeters apart, trailing edge front wing to leading edge of the back wing on the stabilizer. Okay, now, how much does it weigh? This one weighs 1.8 kilos, which is damn light for freeride foil in this price range. Okay. So, important parts. How does it ride and what's it for? A lot of people have marketed it as a wave foil. I can agree with that. It's great for waves because it carves beautifully. It has a low stall speed, so you can really slow it down on a wave to really get those tight carves in. But I love this thing for general free riding and strapless tricks and all that stuff. It's extremely stable, so it's great to learn all the maneuvers, strapped or strapless, foiling tacks, foiling jibes, rodeo, superman. It's all great on this foil. It makes it easy. Another thing that makes this foil pretty good, it breaks down amazingly small for traveling. All Moses foils do, but as the front wing doesn't have very big winglets, it can be packed down quite flat. All Moses foils come apart into back wing, front wing, fuselage, and mast, and this makes it packed down quite small. It would have been great if Moses would have supplied a bag with it, but at this price we can't really argue. Right? You can buy a specific bag from Moses if you actually want one, and covers, etc. too. Let's talk about build quality. Build quality is great. It comes with very few issues on the finishing. Another great thing, it uses one hex key, one 4mm hex key tool to put it all together. All the screws are M6. You've got countersunk M6 screws to attach wings, mast, and fuselage together. You've got 3 screws holding the front wing, 2 screws holding the fuselage to the mast, and 2 screws holding the stabilizer to the back of the fuselage. If you get it together with the T40 board from Moses 2, again, that's just 4 M6 bolts that go through the board. So again, if you have this combo, one tool to put together the whole thing. Okay, let's talk about ride characteristics a bit. First thing you'll notice if you've come from sort of very big winged foil like Cabrina, Liquid Force, etc. This will feel a lot more agile under your feet. It needs a bit more back foot pressure. However, this is also great when you go fast. It doesn't overload your front foot. If you're using straps, you'll tend to have your straps set a bit farther back on the Fluente than you would, for example, on Vorace or on another bigger winged foil. I ride this thing predominantly strapless, so I do tend to also stand a bit farther back, but I can compensate. If I'm going faster, I'll stand a bit farther forward. If I'm going slower, I'll stand a bit farther back. That's great. In super light winds, it does get up quite early to fly. It needs about 5 knots forward speed to lift off and become stable. High-end speed is amazing. You can take this thing well over 25 knots and it will feel comfortable. That's not a given with your normal sort of intermediate freeride foils. Most of them will top out somewhere lower 20s, and then it gets really uncomfortable to go that fast. The Fluente, you can push it. In the end, for freeride foil, it's way faster than it needs to be. Carving, great. I love taking this thing into waves and also just practicing carving in flat water. With the small wave kite, you can really slam this thing around, really tight turns. As it has a quite slow stall speed, you can really get those turns nice and tight and slow and really practice. And on a wave, you've got a lot of control. So if you're looking for a foil that, if you like wave riding, you'll love the Fluente for that too. One thing I forgot to say on the build quality, how stiff is it? Very. Having a steel fuselage gives the foil an amazing rigidity. If you look at it, I pull on, Yeah. Got my weight on there. It's barely anything's moving. Yeah. I've done a twist test with this. It's well within tolerances for foils that cost 3 times as much. Okay? So, no problems there. I've ridden this thing extremely hard. I've jumped it, I've gone fast, I've had hard crashes, and I've fallen on it. Yeah, and it's this foil. I've had this for about 4 or 5 months. It's traveled with me. Nothing broke. I've not had to repair a single thing on this foil. It's great. I've not had any problems with any corrosion with the steel fuselage. It does get delivered with the lithium grease, which you should put on, but otherwise, it looks great. It's had a lot of time on the water. I used this foil and this board for the whole Foiling Basics video series. So, yeah, good build quality. It's lasted a long time. I am pretty happy with it. Let me just recap a little bit. At 1,099 euros, you're not going to get a better foil in this class. It's light, it's strong, it's fast, it's easy to ride. You will typically not outgrow it. You can learn on this foil if you want. It is not the easiest foil to learn on, but you can learn on it. And after that, you will never outgrow it. Yeah? The only person who would say, no, I need a better foil, is a full-on racer who's like, yeah, I want to race. Yeah, I want to go up and down the course, maximum angles. Yes, then you can. Then you will need something better. But for everyone else, this will last you forever. If you feel the need that you really want to have more performance and higher upwind angles, the great thing about the Moses system is all the wings, for example, from the Vorace, are compatible with the Fluente because the fuselage is the same one. So if you want to put Vorace wings on it, you can do that. Not a problem. So I hope this video has helped you out. If you've got any feedback, anything you'd like to discuss, put it down in the comments. If you like the video, please like it. If you like the channel, subscribe. And I'll see you next time for the next review and the next vlog. See you on the water.